Hey guys, Rick Shaw here. It's a beautiful day. Kids are playing, so I wanted to come over here. We got some nice clouds. It is very breezy today, and but we're chilling. I like to get out in the mornings and let the kids play over here. We can't go to the dang park anymore because Mr. Tin Pot over there, he's over there this morning, so we didn't go over there. But there's my beautiful boy. He's ready to go, this guy. All right, guys, I'm gonna make a video now, okay? Okay. All right, so I wanted to answer the last one. Thanks for all the new subscribers and you know, all the wonderful comments I'm getting and thumbs up. And my goodness, this last video really moved right along. And I thank Tropical Tim for telling me how to put the hashtag things on the bottom to help me get more views and stuff like that. So I was really happy about that. And check out Tropical Tim's channel. He's got some pretty cool stuff. Nice guy, super nice guy. And then you'll run into a lot of other people he knows on that he talks about and stuff. More nice people. It seems when you run into nice people, you run into more. But this one here is going to be from Carl Oni. I think that's how you got his last moniker. But he's a good Christian dude. I've been going back and forth with him for almost since the channel started. Real sharp fella, nice guy, Christian dude, and I like chatting with him on the messenger, and he always leaves me nice comments and stuff. So he wanted me to talk about the mice, rat, and ant problem here, and it's a danger for sure. So I'll start out with the mice. When we had the last house, we had mice up in the attics and stuff, and this place, it was ridiculous when we got here. I'm talking 50 mice took up residence. So we tried the sticky traps, no good. The little have a heart traps, no good. You know, we did catch one rat in a have a heart, and we kind of did a deer hunter on him and stuck him in the trap in a 5-gallon bucket and finished him. But the mice, we tried it all. We tried everything, but the thing that works the best, you go down to any of the stores around here, have it. It's a Bygone. You open it up, it's like a decon box, a flat decon box. You get a couple of them real cheap. You open it up, it's got these blue pellets in there. That's the ticket, guys. We cleaned out the mice in here in a matter of a couple of weeks. We even got females after the males were dead. I don't know if they bring food back or anything like that, but we started getting pregnant females, and it's been 6 months. We've not seen a mouse. I've seen no mouse poop, but I trailed them to where they came in. They were coming in up on the roof. Right at the base of the second floor, we have an aluminum roof, and they were coming out of the neighbors because it's real junky over there. And so I put it up there, and on the top of our cabinets in our dirty kitchen, it just was filled with poop. So I put a trap there. I put one under the sink, and then I put one under where we cook. And I'm not kidding you. You have to check every day. The traps I seen, we had one trap, the one up on top, got empty in a matter of a week. It was completely empty. So we kept moving it around, rotating it, cleaning up the poop, and basically that did it. All the other stuff we tried for years never worked. So if you got a mouse problem, that's it. And a rat problem too. The rats eat that stuff and they're gone, but we really don't have too much of a rat problem here. Our first place we owned in GMA, they have the drains for your septic tank go into a common sewer, and the lids are all broken off. You don't even want to walk on them because they'll break and your foot will go down in there and you'll get cut up. It's black water in there, and they were coming out of there. But the difference over there is in the States, a rat will run from you like crazy. You got to be back with air guns to kill them. But here, the rats aren't afraid of you because Filipinos they don't even bother them. They don't even look at them. So I'd be out in the morning with a good pair of shoes on, and if I seen one, you could walk up real close to them and stomp them, or I could poke them with my stick and kill them. I killed tons of them over there like that, but it was a battle that there was no winning. I couldn't even slow them down because I'd kill 3 or 4 in a matter of a week, and 10 more came back. So that was a real thing. But here, not too much of a problem. Now the other thing we have that in this country that'll really get you, and especially you guys coming over from the States bringing clothes. I brought clothes here and the ants got inside the clothes and ate holes in everything. Now, it's not so much of a problem with the clothes I get here in the Philippines. Maybe it's my smell, maybe it's the diet changed, I'm not sure. One thing, when you get here, you're not stinky anymore. I don't get stinky. My armpits don't get stinky. I eat what my wife cooks and what I cook. We're pretty much on a Filipino diet, so that could be it. I'm not sure, but most of my clothes that I brought here were just eaten. You'd open up the dresser drawer and there'd be thousands of them in there mining the cotton out of my beautiful vests I had and stuff like that. So they basically chewed it up. Your shoes, you come here, if you bring leather shoes, they're shot. They'll get shot in no time. They get this white fungal stuff on there that just eats them, and they crack and break and fall apart. The strings rot. Now my motorcycle jacket, I had it covered with so many coats of snow seal. They don't bother, but it did get the white fungus. Now, I had my buddy Onad said, I tried everything to clean it off, saddle soap, putting it in the sun. They just couldn't get rid of this white. It's like a mold that's not on the surface, kind of in the leather a little bit. And he said, put it in the rain. So I got nothing to lose. This thing's going to be ruined. So I left it hanging out on the line when we had a couple big rainstorms, and guess what? It worked. It washed the stuff off. I did it to some shoes to save the last pair of leather shoes I had. It worked. So if you got problems with that white fungal on your leathers, like your belts and stuff, put them outside, hang them in the rain. I had a pair of tennis shoes that had leather on them, little strips of leather. I hung them outside in the rain, it fixed them. So that's another little trick. Now, the ants, when we were at the other house, I don't like exterminators with their deadly chemicals and all that kind of stuff. I use my own. Oh, okay, put them back over there by Maddie. So I went ahead and I did my own deadly chemical one. When we were doing the concrete in our first house to make a parking area for my Piaggio Ape, I went ahead and I got a whole bunch of used motor oil from the garage. There's a guy who fixes Jeepneys, we know him, and he gets barrels of oil he can't get rid of. So I went over there and got oil, and I went completely around the place, and I just took a tabot and dippered oil all around the place before we poured the concrete, and pretty much that knocked out 90% of the ants in the house. I mean, it just took care of them. But another thing, other than what Carl said, that you really have to worry about is ticks here. Even after we put the concrete in, we had a couple dogs here. They were kind of shepherd mix, shepherd collie, border collie mix. Beautiful little dogs, not big, 25-pound dogs. We had a pair of them, litter mates. Every morning my wife would sit out there and pick 50 or 60 ticks off of them. We wound up getting rid of them because we started getting ticks in the house, and I didn't want them getting the babies, so we had to get rid of that. But the ticks were really bad here. I don't know what to do. I couldn't find Advantage and all that stuff here, so I don't know what you can do. If you come here, anybody going back and forth, if you bring Advantage and then advertise it, I'm sure there's a lot of expats will want to buy some. I would. If somebody came here with some Advantage, name me a price, I'll buy it, because we're planning on getting another dog. I want to get a dog mainly for the place we're moving, about the snakes. I did see a few snakes down by the river. It's kind of like this here. What you see here in the place we're living, where we're living in the other place, we're about the same distance to one of these, but there's no concrete. There's just a wall, and it doesn't have concrete like that going all the way down to the bottom. There's a wall, and then you could actually go down to the river, jump over the wall and walk down to the river, kind of on a sloping bank. But we saw a really big snake. I don't know what kind of snake it was, sunning itself on the rocks. So we got to watch for that. Now, we did have in the first house we had cobras up in the attic. I seen them up there because I was looking. A storm was coming. I was going to chain the roof down, and we sent a neighbor up there. He got them. Had a whole bunch of them, a bunch of little ones, cobras in there, and that's what they were. They were cobras. So you got to look out for them. I want a dog that's going to hang with the kids. Either a Labrador or a pit bull. I know a lot of people say, "Oh, pit bulls are very dangerous," but I don't know. Pit bulls are the biggest lap dogs in the world. It's all how you train them and how you care for them. So I'm not too worried about that. Had them before. My brothers had them for years. A bunch of my brothers, they keep them. They're just good dogs. They wouldn't harm you. but they're very protective, and you got to watch them around other people. So mine, unfortunately, my brindle pit bull Lily, when anybody was around, I had to put her away because she was just incredibly nasty. My aunt had one also that anybody who came around that wasn't her or her kids or her husband, she had to lock it in the thing, and you couldn't talk because it was trying to get out. So that was, but it wouldn't come outside the house door. You could actually sit on the porch and it'd be barking like mad at you, wanting to kill you, but it would not step over the threshold of the door. And plus, it was on a really good verbal leash. If she'd say, "You go lay down," and that dog would go lay down and still just growl with his hair up. So they do listen. They're nice pups. But that was a few more things to watch, especially the ants. I'll tell you a funny little story. I was going to work, and my wife washes clothes every day. I don't, especially the pants, because it wears them out. Most of my clothes I brought here, she wore them out from washing. And but I didn't sweat. I was in air conditioning, so I hung my pants up on a nail on the wall. And then the next day I got up getting ready for work. I put my pants on, and it is official. Rick Shaw, Philippines, had ants in his pants. I mean, thousands of them. And these little ants, they're like a maroonish brown, and then with a black end. So they're like black and brown. They're very tiny. They're bigger than a piss ant. But these, I call them acid ants, because what they do when they bite you, I don't know if they bite you or they leave an acid on you, but they'll be a couple inches away before you feel the burn, and it burns. I'm not kidding you. They'll burn the crap out of you. So, but they got in there in my pants, and I put it on, and I had 100, there was 500-600 of them on me, and I had to actually go into the bathroom and try to wash them off. And when you're hitting them with water, they're stinging you more, because they're holding on. And it was definitely not good that day, guys. So be wary of that. So that's just a supplement of the last one I did. I sure do appreciate all you guys tuning in to the channel and all the new subscribers and stuff like that. When there gets to be so many, I don't even think YouTube can fight it anymore. I think I picked up about 200 and some subscribers just from this video. And check out some of the other expats here. There's some really good guys that got great information if you're planning on coming here. That Grandpa Vlogger guy, he's always got good information. I think he's in the States, but he's a Filipino that talks about the Philippines. And getting in here, he talks a lot about the restrictions and stuff. And there's a few good ones. There's some that just aren't. I've seen a few that just aren't. I watch them, and if they're good, I'll make comments and stuff like that. But if you look on my channel's subscriptions and stuff, I got lots of them that I subscribe to, and mostly if I don't like them, I just unsubscribe. I'll watch them for a while. There's my beautiful Dolly. Say hello.
Hello.
But they're having fun playing on the rocks today. You got to watch out for the rebar and stuff, but this is pretty good in here. The sun's on it enough. There's not too much. We don't see any snakes in here at all, and since the wall's been open, so I don't mind the kids playing over here. Right over that way is where the park is. If you see the end of the concrete over there, just around the corner is our nice park that we can't go to. So that's a danger in the Philippines too, tin pot dictators. These little people that have no authority over anybody, and they just try and take it. So we're going to go ahead and let this one go. And what are you going to say, Dolly?
Oh, wait, my stick just go inside of the water. Rickshaw out. Bye-bye.
All right, guys. Thanks for all you newbies coming in, and we'll do another one soon. Rickshaw out.